What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Akon has done something that no artist has ever done. Before we get into that, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. A link is in the description below for both. The last time I talked about Akon, it was in my What Happened To video, and that was in late 2017. And since then, a lot has happened with Akon. As you guys know, Akon has an initiative called Akon Lighting Africa, where he provides electricity to certain areas of Africa that need it through solar energy. And it's expanded vastly. Now it's grown into 14 different nations, and Akon is looking to make it a worldwide thing where he's providing solar energy to every part of the world. And while saving the whole world, he managed to finally get back into music, and in 2019 he dropped 2 albums. He first launched his new record label called Akonic Label Group, and the first album he dropped was an album that was catered more to the Latin community. The album was called El Negrito, and it was an album that had mainly Spanish music on it, with Akon singing in Spanish. Then he dropped his 5th album called Akonda, and this was an album that mainly catered towards Afrobeats music. And while doing all of this, he managed to create his own cryptocurrency called Akon. And that leads to what the news has been recently, and that is Akon has made his own city called Akon City in Senegal, Africa, which is insane because I can't name a single artist, musician, entertainer, whatever that has his own city. He talked about it briefly when he was on Power 106 with Nick Cannon. He talked about having his own city.
Akon City.
The city is gonna be called Akon.
So it's the Akon.
And it's like a new, like it's a future city. Like
Yeah.
everything's ran on like futuristic stuff, right?
It's all renewable. The Akon Solartainment City is all renewable. Yeah, a real physical place. It's gonna have a real airport. Like it's
you got an Akon and you have your own city. That's
right.
How and when will Akon City be complete?
Well, it's a 10-year building block. So we're doing it in stages. We started construction in March.
Right.
And stage 2 is gonna be 2025.
And where is it? Where's the city
It's
located?
in Senegal, West Africa.
Right.
But just these past few days, he actually finalized the deal, so it's actually happening. He announced it on Instagram with a photo of him holding up what I assume is the documents finalizing the deal. In the caption, he said, "Just finalized the agreement for Akon City in Senegal. Looking forward to hosting you there in the future." So let's go over the news article, what Akon has planned exactly for Akon City. The article starts out saying, musician and entrepreneur Akon said an agreement has been made with the government officials in Senegal in relation to the creation of a futuristic new city. The country's tourism ministry, known as SAPCO, described the signing as a lease agreement for a futuristic city in a coastal village of Meboudine, West Africa. The agency said that the songwriter is committed to supporting the promotion of tourist activity in Senegal. In 2014, he launched a solar panel project to bring electricity to African communities, known as Akon Lighting Africa, and more recently has been planning to roll out a cryptocurrency dubbed Akon. A representative of the state-owned SAPCO recently told AFP the newly signed deal was a memorandum of understanding linked to the development of a sustainable complex. It will reportedly consist of 65 villas. Speaking to Newsweek in 2018, Akon voiced hope the city could one day rival Dubai, but noted that it was intended to be a long-term project spanning decades. He said, "With the Akon, we are building cities, the first one being in Senegal. We're securing the land and closing out all the legislation papers for the city. We want to make it a free zone and cryptocurrency driven as a test market. If it works, we will scale it out to all other countries in Africa so all the cities are connected. It's going to be a 50 to 100-year project, most likely. I probably won't even be alive to see it finished, but for the project in Senegal, we will have a 10-year deadline for that city to be built out. We're currently raising all the money for it now. Some of it will be through hedge funds outside of Africa, and the majority of it will be through NGOs and investors within Africa itself." He said it would hopefully become an entertainment city for tourists. Details about financial investments were not released, and it is not immediately clear how his plans for the Akon cryptocurrency project will be implemented into the city plans. According to CNN Travel, the development will be built on 2,000 acres of land that was provided by the president of Senegal, Macky Sall. Akon told radio host Nick Cannon in an interview last November that it would be all renewable and that it will be close to an airport. It's being reported now, though, Akon will have his own airport in the city. Construction started in March 2019, he said. All of this is insane. This is something that if you told me in 2006 Akon was going to have his own electrical company, then his own currency, and then his own damn city, I would have never believed you. This guy's business acumen is seriously one of the best ever, and it is very underrated. Seems like a lot of the stuff he's doing doesn't get covered as much as if Jay-Z were to do something, or Diddy, or someone from America were to do something. It seems like just because he's not from America 100% that he doesn't get the same coverage in America. But this guy is doing stuff that's forever going to change Africa and potentially the world, because he's moving Africa to a more futuristic part of the world, because Africa is going to have a city that is 100% dependent on digital currency. Nothing in America even has that right now. We are not fully into digital currency. Right now, we still deal with cash, checks, and a little bit of digital currency. And if this works, Akon's going to expand this throughout all of Africa. Obviously, he said it's going to take 50 to 100 years, which is a long time, but it's going to move things forward there, and hopefully other places adapt if it ends up working, because this could be something that could help a lot of places that are poverty stricken. Plus, Akon is using solar energy, which is renewable energy, which is helpful for the planet because of global warming. So I hope other countries start to see this, start to use more solar energy. It's cheaper, and it's definitely a better way to use energy because it's renewable. Like I said earlier, there's no artist that has done this, so I commend Akon. He's changing lives, and he's doing great business that's going to expand his portfolio. That's the best way to do things in life. Help people while expanding your business. With that being said, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is going to succeed? And did you guys ever see this coming from Akon? I knew when he was doing that Lighting Africa thing, it was a great thing and that it would expand, but I was not expecting him to have his own city. That was definitely a surprise to me. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news and much more, so definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.